How's it going, everyone? Mahaji here, back at it with another video, and today we're just going to take a closer look at the buffs that Android 21 received and to see if she's worth playing in the meta. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, and help me get out the hood. Like, for real, like they were shooting last night, and I know if it was fireworks or gunshots, like, bro, come on. Alright, now without further ado, let's just get right into it. The first change that we're going to talk about is her 226L and her 226H. It says sped up timing at which super dash can be performed. That's just referring to the 226L, so she can finally do this now. Right, really good. Enhances her neutral pretty well. Of course, she could only do this with the 226M beforehand, but now that this is going to make Ki Blast very, very weak against her. But the next change that I want to talk about is the 236H, and it says adjusted hit stop when the attack is guarded and reduced delay. Unfortunately, the second one is a nerf to the character, and the reason for that is simply because the pushback is so significant on this that she can't really do anything solo afterwards now. As you can see, this pushes them pretty far back, and the only workaround that I've come to use with this character is Baby B plus Android 21's EX ball, so something like this, right? And you moon jump or you fast fall, you do whatever to get to 50-50, but it's not a solution, it's more of just a workaround, sort of a flex seal for her mix at mid-screen. So I don't know why they did it, pretty unwarranted, but it is what it is. The next change that we're going to talk about regards her Kamehameha still. So super dash and other special moves can now be performed. Inputting down prevents a follow-up from being performed, and increased stun time on it. So she basically got the universal change that every other character with a beam got, which is really good. So she can do stuff like this now. But let's take them off guard. So pretty good. As you can see, she's now able to use her steal in the combo and now get the steal back in the same breath, which is really good. It allows her assist dependency to go down significantly, and I feel that this is a really good change for her neutral as well, just because this is a great starter for her. As you can see, I'm already doing 30% before as I use the starter, so it's really good. It allows her routes to open up very much. So the next change that we're going to talk about is her consecutive energy blast. Now this is the one that I'm going to take a little bit more time on, because this move I believe is very strong for the character. So obviously her main game plan is to obviously zone with her really strong tools. She has 2S, she has 5S, she also has 226M to check the sky. All of these things are really good. And the only one that she had to hit the angle like around here was the consecutive energy blast. Now this move was really good before, just because it was paired with a move that was anti-air and vulnerable. And so you could always do something like this if you wanted to. Right, and you would do 30% right as you do EX, right? So that's really good. But the change that they made to it, which made it very strong, was the fact that you can do something like this now. Let me just put him to guard real quick to show you. So you can do something like this. And that is not in sparking, that is on block. She's probably the only character that can do something like this with the barrage, because even Vegeta, as you can see, I'm inputting dash here, he can't even do this. So this is specific to her. And the fact that her 226S or her consecutive energy blast takes her off of the ground when you do it, you can do this from the grounded version as well. So this is really good for her offense, just because it's a matter of when am I going to do it, am I going to do it, and are you going to do anything about it? Because if you don't do anything about it and you reflect, or if you don't reflect, then look at the chip damage on this. Right, so that wasn't even both of them at the same time. That is very good chip on block. And the fact that you can sort of just do this with it too, if I set them to guard, cancel, reflect, you can just sort of do this. Let me give him a second. If you reflect incorrectly here, you're going to get blown up. So something like that, right? So you're minus 37, you're going to take a 5M, buddy. So there's a really strong mind game here, especially because she doesn't have to commit to anything here. And like I said earlier, the fact that super dash is one of the main answers for it, you can do something like this too. And that's a dead, you're dead from that. So overall, I believe that this is one of her stronger moves now, especially because in routes, she gets so much from it. So, of course, I talked about how she can just do, as you can see, doing a lot of damage. And I get a steal back. That was 5.6 by herself. That was 5.6 by herself. And she got a steal back from it. And corner Oki without any assist. No meter required. So that was really, really good damage. Of course, this is situational as you need these steals to do that. But the route is still really, really competent. And I feel like she's going to get explored even more to get maybe 2 steals in the combo if it's available to her. But she's really, really in a good spot with this move and her steals overall. So, not just in the offensive, but this is also, like I said, good for just checking the space here. This move probably is one of, if not the best move in her kit, especially because it just covers so much ground. And now that she can actually air dash after her, she doesn't even have to do like the whole steal sequence. She can actually do something like this. She can actually get a Dragon Rush here. So this is one of those like, oh, she's her now. She's actually her with this move. So she has a better version of Super Saiyan Vegeta's consecutive energy blast and Gotenks's. So she actually got the better end of the stick when it comes to the buffs that they received. So yeah, really, really strong move. Next we're going to talk about the explosive energy blast. Increased stun time for the explosion, and the attack can now hit opponents in a sliding knockdown. So if you're unfamiliar with fighting game terms, basically she can hit you while you're down. So she's a bit of an asshole now. So the explosive energy blast is going to be this green steel. It covers a pretty good range, I would say. But the thing that we're going to focus on is if, for example, I do an assist call, I get this. Right, so she can now just do this. She can just hit you while you're down, which is really, really good. Of course, this move was really good in pressure already. As you can see, it's plus 15, or excuse me, plus 10, which is really good. Keeps them right in front of you, so you know, you get pressure. That's a really sneaky 2-0 to hit because people like to reflect this move. So yeah, overall, this move got a really, really good buff too, just because you can sort of do this too. So as you can see, she got a tremendous route increase off of just that move. Just that move alone, she got an incredible buff. So she can do stuff. She can do stuff like this now. She can even dive. Oh my god, I just found something out. So yeah, she gets like this entire route. Let me see if I can link 5L there, but you get the point. She basically can just freestyle anything and just get an incredible reward off of it now. So she's gonna hurt a lot more. You'll see that she's doing a lot more two-touching, especially if she's using level 3 to prioritize the steals and gets a mix-up afterwards. She's gonna really start hurting a lot of characters. Overall, I mean, this move in particular, it doesn't have anything special outside of those changes. It's still really good. I mean, if you hit someone randomly, you're not gonna be able to, you know, confirm, but it's still really, really good. All right, so the next change that we're gonna talk about is her homing energy blast. So it just has reduced delay. Not a significant change at all. I mean, it's still probably her 1 or bottom 2 steals. It's not really something to write home about. It's just faster. It's just faster. But yeah, of course she can hold the input for a larger one, or maybe no, she's not like Piccolo. So yeah, you have the fast one in the air, and you have the slow one on the ground. So it's still a decent steal overall. I mean, there's not much to talk about here. So the next one is Solar Flare. So Solar Flare is a universal change for Krillin and herself. Of course, the added invincibility to jumping attacks is really, really good. It just means it's a frame 1 anti-air. And for her, it means a lot, because this move is crazy now. So let's take a look. So I'm going to use the example that I used earlier with her consecutive energy blast and her Solar Flare. So Let's just set them to block, and let's set them to super dash on block, right? So let's just say this, right? You're gonna get blown up for it. Now with solar flare, being a frame 1 anti-air, you can do things like that, right? But not even just that. Look how late I can do this. That's like really good. Like I can just wait and just do it, right? And of course she's +5, so if you don't want to spend the meter to sort of go into it, you can just take your turn. But this is a really good change, especially because she can just do it, right? And not the craziest, but you do get a steal back from it. Pretty good. Obviously this is one of her better mix-up tools as well, because you can just do like this. You can TK it and just do a 50-50 from here. For example, if I do right, and I can just go for I don't have mix-ups with this character yet, but you get the idea. So overall, I think that the emphasis on her steals is really good. She has probably some of the best tools in the game when it comes to how she can use them. Of course, she has the best consecutive energy blast, and she has the best solar flare in the game. I'm not necessarily sold that she has the best beam, just because Raccoon exists, but her Kamehameha is really good as well. But yeah, this character got a lot of decent changes, some of which I think are unwarranted, especially with the 226H change. Like this, come on guys, what is this? But yeah, no, she got a lot of decent changes. So yeah, I think she's worth playing in the meta. I think she's a character that prioritizes just being a bully and neutral now, and you know, kind of killing you for your mistakes. Because if you ever just choose to super dash at this character, now at least, then you're gonna take a lot more damage than you used to against her. So I think the biggest takeaway is that if you want to play this character, I think Baby and Base Vegeta are probably her best partner still. Just because Baby allows her to get the resources that she wants, especially if you are really keen on getting her steals. He has a couple of ways to do that. Not to mention that Baby's game plan involves, you know, kind of killing the opponent's characters and using them. And if you get, let's just say in a concept, you kill their character, you have their assist, and then you have her killing the character, and she gets the beam and she gets the solar flare, and then he gets to use their assist. So it's really annoying to deal with, especially because you basically just rob your opponent's team of their resources. It's pretty sick. So yeah, I would recommend Baby, Base Vegeta, you know, these types of characters. She's more self-reliant now, so you can actually sort of be lenient with who you pair her with. I'm sure Android 21 and Ginyu is really good still. Especially with her assist. I mean, she has some of the best neutral in the game still. 2S is like it's like a discount Vegito assist, but it's still really good. And of course she's gonna kill you now, so oh, that's sick. Yeah, now this character she's really cool now. So yeah, overall I think she's very strong, and I hope you guys found this video informative, helpful, and if you, like I said guys, just share, like, help me get out the hood. Like, I'm scared for my life every single day. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time.